Okay, now I'm going to sample a zigzag moose design that we are working on. So I'm on my home screen and I've got my thumb drive here that has my design saved on it. So I'm going to push this button which will pull up everything on my thumb drive. So we've got the moose, and as you can see he's kind of upside down. So we're going to press set, and that will tell my machine that's the design I'm going to work on. And now I want to rotate him so that he's looking the right way. So I'm going to rotate it to the left 90 degrees. Whoops. There we go. Close. And now I want to assign the colors to my moose design so that my machine will know which color needle to sew with, and it will know. I'm also going to program in my stop so that my machine will know when to stop. So you press this button, it looks like a spool of thread with colors. Okay, the first step is just the marking of the moose, and that's just going to show me where to put my fabric. And I'm using this plaid fabric, and I've already put my light brown thread on needle 6. So I know that this brown color is on needle 6, so I'm going to choose that brown color for step 1. Then I'm going to press the plus sign to go to step 2, which is going to be the tack down step, which will tack the fabric down after the marking step. I want it to be brown also, but I want to tell my machine to stop after the marking step, which is step 1, so that I have time to place my fabric down. So I'm going to push the hand button, see it right there, and then I'm going to push my brown. That tells my machine to stop after step 1, and then that gives me time to put my fabric down, and then it's going to stitch the brown again to tack down my fabric. Now I'm going to go to step 3, and I want to have time to trim my fabric before the final zigzag stitch, so I'm going to push the hand again, and that tells my machine to stop, and I want to press the brown, assign the brown color also. So now all of my colors have been assigned. As you can see, it's going to stitch the marking stitch, and then it's going to stop, and then it's going to stitch the tack down stitch, then it's going to stop, and then it's going to stitch the final zigzag stitch. So I've assigned all my colors. My machine knows which spool of thread to use on needle 6, so now I'm going to close. Okay, I've rotated the moose, I've assigned the colors, I've got my hooped stabilizer ready on the machine. This is just a sample, so I'm stitching on stabilizer. So now I'm done editing, so I push edit end. Now I'm ready to sew, so I'm going to push sewing, and see it pulls up needle 6, stop, needle 6, stop, needle 6. So I'm ready to stitch, so I'm going to push the lock to unlock my machine. Then I'm going to push the green button, and now it's going to stitch the marking stitch for the moose. My needle broke. I think my machine was going too fast. I'm not sure what happened. So I'm going to stop for a minute and get that rethreaded.